Good afternoon, teachers. Good afternoon, classmates. And today we'll talk about life cycle of animals. Of animals. Like humans, most animals have separate male and female reproductive system. The male reproductive organ, the testes, produces sperm cells, while the female reproductive organ, the ovaries, produces egg cells. In sexual production, the egg and the sperm unite to create offspring that share traits with their parents but not identical. The union of the sperm and egg cells is called fertilization. Fertilized egg is called the zygote. Internal fertilization versus external fertilization. Mammals, birds, insects, and reptiles reproduce through internal fertilization, where the union of the sperm cell and egg cell occurs inside the female's body. Once fertilized, the zygote develops into an embryo that is protected and nourished inside the female's body, giving it a greater chance of survival compared to eggs that are fertilized outside the female's body. External fertilization occurs outside an animal's body. The female body, the female animal deposits eggs in the water, and the male animal releases sperm into the water. Fertilization are more exposed to the predators and other environmental threats. Thus, their chances of survival are lower. Most species in amphibians develop through external fertilization. Development of embryo. Immediately after fertilization, the zygote forms an embryo, which develops differently among animals. In most mammals, such as cats, dogs, and horses, the embryo develops inside the female's body, where it receives nourishment as it grows. Mammals give birth to live offspring and are called viviparous animals. Examples of viviparous animals include monkeys, elephants, rabbits, deer, and giraffes. Which animal in your community give birth to live young? Most bird species, insects, and amphibians undergo external development, which means their embryos develop outside the female's body and are protected inside an egg. Therefore, these animals are hatched from eggs. The eggs contain yolk for nourishment and a covering that keeps the embryo moist and discourages predators. The eggs of the oviparous animals vary in structure. Reptiles have tough, leathery coverings. Frogs have eggs enclosed in jelly-like substances. Insects may have eggs with tough, smooth, or rigged coverings, and birds lay eggs with hard shells for protection.
Life cycle of mammals. Most mammals, such as cats, dogs, cows, and bats, go through several stages in their life cycle. Reproduction happens inside the female's body. The embryo develops inside the mother's body and is born as live offspring. Life cycle of a cat. Kitten, young adult, mature adult, and senior cat. Kitten. The diagram shows life cycle of a cat, which has 4 stages. From birth to 1 year, kittens rely on their mother for food, warmth, and protection, while learning basic skills such as walking and exploring their surroundings. Young adult. Between 1 and 6 years, cats enter adolescence, known as the young adult stage, where they become more independent and develop skills such as hunting and socializing. Mature adult. From 6 to 10 years, mature adult cats are fully grown, similar to the adult stage in humans. At this stage, they can reproduce and care for their young as well as establish territories. Senior cat. From 10 years onward, senior cats slow down as they age and need extra care to stay healthy. They need more sleep and additional support to live comfortably.
Good afternoon, everyone. Now it's my turn to
report about the life cycle of birds. Life cycle of birds. A bird undergoes distinct stages during its life cycle and reproduces through internal fertilization. The fertilized egg develops inside the female's body until it is laid in a hard protective shell. When conditions are favorable, the egg hatches into offspring. The hatchling. The hatchling breaks through the eggshell. Being small and helpless, it relies on food and warmth from its parent. Then it enters the nesting stage, where it develops feathers and becomes stronger but still relies on its parents for food. Once it has grown enough feather and strength to leave the nest, it becomes a fledgling. The fledgling bird. The fledgling, practicing flying and beginning to explore its surroundings. Soon, this fledgling becomes a juvenile bird. The juvenile bird. The juvenile bird, as it gains independence, learns to find food and avoid predators. The adult bird. The bird becomes a fully developed adult that can reproduce, migrate, or establish territories.